Hi, everybody. It's Patricia Coglin, and it is St. Patrick's Day. My mother would have been 100 years old today. She made it to 96. Not bad. Anyway, I have not been here because I've been in Europe lecturing and training, and was lucky enough to get home on Sunday. Actually, without a hitch. The trip was smooth. Everybody was kind and considerate, and even the extra screening at both Boston's Logan Airport only took about 15 minutes. So I really want to talk to you about the coronavirus and how we're all dealing both with the external reality and also with our own emotional reaction. As you know, I'm always studying how to make therapy more efficient and effective, to study the variables associated with transformational change. And one of the most powerful that we just keep finding over and over again is that crisis, being in a crisis, is a very important variable associated with deep transformational and lasting change. So perhaps that's true on a broad level, community level, global level, as well as personal level. So just as having our patients in a crisis can make them open to change, this crisis out there, I think, can also, if we use it as an opportunity to look inward, can really help us make some very important and significant shifts in the way we're living. Because at least in the United States, we have developed an extremely narcissistic culture with a focus, excessive focus, on individual rights, on self-sufficiency, and so on. And so here we are being reminded that we are, in fact, all connected, and that what we do affects others, and that nobody is exempt. So this virus doesn't care if you're wealthy or poor, for example. So could there be some really important lessons in all this, in beginning to readjust and be concerned not just about oneself, but the community? And can we use this opportunity both to self-reflect, to rest, to stop all this frantic activity? Again, people in the United States are workaholics generally. And so people are being forced to work less. They're being forced to stay home. Could there be something positive in this? Now, again, I am not meaning to deny the extreme hardship for many who are living paycheck to paycheck and are suddenly out of work. But most of us are not in that position. We are extremely privileged. And if we can focus, again, not so excessively on what's wrong, what's missing, and things out of our control, which jack up anxiety and actually undermine immune function, and can we focus on what we're grateful for? That hopefully we're still healthy, that we can see our patients remotely, that we have such incredible technology so that we can keep connected to family and friends. I'm in a self-imposed quarantine because I was in Europe for 2 weeks, and yet I don't feel isolated. I have phone, email, Zoom. I can stay connected to you, to friends, to family. I can see my children and grandchildren. on FaceTime or whatever. So, my father was born in 1918 in the middle of the Spanish flu, the 1918 flu epidemic. They had none of these advantages. So, by focusing on what we're grateful for, we can actually boost our immune system. There are bugs of all kinds, bacteria, viruses around us, in our gut. So the most important thing is that we have a strong immune system, and that means emotionally as well as physically. Are you resilient? Can you use problems and difficulties as an opportunity for growth? So again, I am not in any way denying the seriousness of the situation. I encourage everyone to follow all the CDC guidelines, but our state of being is actually not determined by our circumstances, but by our inner state, by our perspective, by what we focus on. So I just want to encourage you to focus on the things you have some control over, your inner state, and to be in as calm and grateful a state as you can be for yourself, for your loved ones, and also for your patients. So let's stay connected, let's support each other, not just during this difficult time, but really use this as a course correction for our lives going forward. Thank you, everybody. I look forward to hearing from you. Bye-bye.